A little boy innocently held a toy water gun. He wanted to play a game with his father, but his father suddenly shot him. Fortunately, his sister reacted immediately, running towards him and knocking him to the ground. It was then that she finally understood the real reason why their father had brought them to the desolate desert. She dragged his brother on all fours until they reached a safer place. Only then did they stop to catch their breath. When Gina slowly looked up, she saw that their father had set the car on fire and was nowhere to be seen. She told her brother to stay put and ran back to get some supplies. She knew that they had driven for 3 whole days to get there, and now her only goal was to get back to town as quickly as possible. As night fell, Gina realized that they were running out of supplies. In their panic, they hadn't even brought a bottle of water. They had no choice but to sleep in the canyon, hugging each other to keep warm. The next morning, they continued their journey. In search of direction, Gina decided to climb the mountain and look around. On her way, she almost slipped and fell. But when they got to the top, they realized that they couldn't see the city at all. They had no idea where they were. Now they had to rely on themselves to get out of there. But the supply of drinking water was running out. The last remaining water they found was in a can. To stay strong, Gina poured some salt into her hand and gave it to her sister to lick. It was hard to tell how long they had been walking, but the surroundings were getting worse. There was hardly any vegetation to be seen. At first, the boy was curious about everything around him and kept walking ahead of his sister. But the intense desert heat made him lose fluids quickly. When they came across a sand dune, the boy fell down from exhaustion. He just wanted to lie there and play with his toys. Gina looked at him and felt a tightness in her throat, not knowing what to feel. She had no choice but to pick back up the fallen gear and kept encouraging